My name is Bernard. I've been working in the cybersecurity field for over 20 years, with just as many years of education. There is a war going on that we are losing. I don't mean America or any other country. Every connected device and human on the planet are participants in this war, whether we like it or not. This war is happening through the networks, straight to our very identities. The attackers are unseen, and most people lack the proper knowledge to defend. Cyber war news is happening now! This is Cyber War News Now, reporting on the cyber war for April 17th. Current top headlines include email reading hackers, Bayrob Malware gang, and Blue Cross of Idaho breach. Let's discuss what is happening in the field. Microsoft confirmed that some user of the company's email service had been targeted by hackers. A hacker, or group of hackers, had first broken into a customer support account for Microsoft, and then used that to gain access to information related to customer email accounts, such as the subject lines of their emails and who they've communicated with. In March, before Microsoft publicly confirmed the hack, the source confirmed that this abuse of a customer support portal allowed the hackers to gain access to any email account as long as it wasn't a corporate level account. This means that while paid enterprise accounts that businesses pay for weren't affected, normal consumer accounts were. The source described the attack, including how it relied on abuse of Microsoft's customer support tool. The source reiterated those details and provided further information and screenshots of what kind of access the hackers had. We've identified that a Microsoft support agent's credentials were compromised, enabling individuals outside Microsoft to access information within your Microsoft email account. An email from Microsoft to a victim reads. The email adds that the hackers could have accessed folder names, the subject lines, and the names of other email addresses the user communicated with. Information related to the attack show a panel with a list of account information that the hacker could access, including the customer's calendar and birth date. The top of the panel has different sections such as profile, mailbox folder stats, admin center, and log on history. The source said that the technique allowed full access to email content. The source provided another screenshot of another page of the panel with the label email body and the body of an email redacted by the source. They said the Microsoft support account used belonged to a high privileged user, meaning they likely had more access to material than other employees. In its breach notification email, Microsoft said it immediately disabled the compromised customer support account once the company discovered the issue. The source said Microsoft noticed the attack at the end of March and that hackers had access for at least 6 months. Microsoft pushed back against this and pointed to its notification email, which gave a time frame between January 1st and March 28th. This is a great example of how paid accounts are more protected than free accounts. If you want security, you have to do it yourself or pay for it. Hackers believe they are hidden and not liable for prosecution. However, 2 Romanian hackers have found out. A U.S. court has convicted 2 Romanian hackers belonging to the Bayrob Malware gang after they infected over 400,000 computers around the world and stole millions of dollars. Hackers known as Master Fraud and Minolta, both of Bucharest, Romania, have been convicted by a federal jury of 21 counts related to the infection of hundreds of thousands of computers with malware in order to steal credit card details, mine for cryptocurrency, and engage in online auction fraud. Master Fraud and Minolta and a co-conspirator known as Mighty Sa started their criminal campaign in 2007 with the creation of malware, which they spammed out, posing as communications from the likes of Western Union, the IRS, and Norton Antivirus. Unsuspecting recipients of the emails who clicked on the attachments had malware installed on their PCs, hijacking them into a botnet. Once in place, the malware would access content details of other potential victims from email accounts and address books in order to spread further. Infected computers were also harvested by the remote hackers to steal personal information, such as passwords, usernames, and payment card details. In an attempt to avoid detection, the malware was able to disable antivirus protection and blocked victims' browsers from accessing law enforcement websites. The email accounts used by the gang went silent after their arrest, which means they were guilty, or the real hackers realized the accounts were compromised and moved on. In order to get a conviction, I have to assume they had enough evidence to convict. But in a war we cannot see, it is hard to find that evidence without a reasonable doubt. One of Idaho's largest insurance companies said Friday that someone hacked its website and obtained access to the personal information of over 5,000 customers, including their names, claim payment information, and codes indicating medical procedures they may have undergone. The breach that has been reported to the FBI happened March 21st, when an unauthorized user accessed the provider section of the Blue Cross of Idaho website with the intent of fraudulently rerouting a provider financial transaction. Blue Cross of Idaho stopped the attempted fraud that day and secured the portal, and determined the next day that the hacker accessed provider remittance documents with the private health information of some customers. Those documents included member names, member subscriber numbers, the dates the member received healthcare services, their healthcare providers' names, and medical procedure codes, along with some other information about their medical claims. The executive vice president, Paul Zerlo, stated, "We have not identified any unauthorized use of personal data, and will keep close watch for illegitimate activity. You trusted them with your health information, which they failed to protect. So they must be competent enough to know what illegitimate activity looks like. In a war we cannot see, knowledge is your only defense." Stay safe, stay secure, and we'll see you next time. I hope this video provided you with current information to prepare a cyber defense strategy. Please provide a like, and don't forget to share with those you care about. If you'd like me to discuss a specific issue or have a question, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and all of my social media outlets so you don't miss any of the top news from the cyber war. Thanks for watching.